Hey everyone, what's going on? On October 1st, we got the story in the mainstream media about the Microsoft co-founder named Paul Allen being treated for cancer. And if you understand the language of gematria, which is the practice of coding numbers into words and phrases that our mainstream media is constantly coded with, in our sports leagues and our told history, it is all with this system that stems back to ancient knowledge that most people are not supposed to know about and we're being ruled over with. If you understand this knowledge, you'll understand why we're getting a story about the Microsoft co-founder being treated for cancer. The story comes, less than a year away from Microsoft being founded for 44 years. And Microsoft just so happened to be founded on the date of 4/4. And in gematria, the word cancer equals 44. And so does, the word chemo. And so does cigarettes. Cigarettes equal 44. The word kill equals 44. It's a number that is surrounded by death and cancer. Now we're getting the story of the Microsoft founder having cancer just before the 44th anniversary of Microsoft. That's just going to happen on 4/4. And, even stuff like this. William Gates, Bill Gates' real name, William Gates, equals 193. That just so happens to be the 44th prime number, even. They also told us that this guy, I think he's the owner of the Seattle Seahawks, or if he's not the owner, there's something important to him with the Seattle Seahawks. What is it? He's in whatever. I don't know what it is, but he's connected to the Seattle Seahawks and also to the Portland Trail Blazers. And notice in gematria, Portland, 44. I bet you can't guess what Seattle equals in gematria. 44. So he owns or whatever it is, he's affiliated with the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle equals 44. He's affiliated with the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland equals 44. Now he has cancer just before the 44th anniversary of Microsoft on the date of 4/4. And his real name's even Paul Allen Gardner. That equals 91 in gematria. And we got this story on October 1st. That's the day that leaves 91 days in the year. And in the headline, they made sure to tell us he's the co-founder. Co-founder equals 101, just like the date that they gave us, right? And an interesting date to watch out for this guy. Possibly he's going to die in 2019. And the reason I say that is just because he's super connected here. On the date of, I figured, I wonder what 44 days before 4/4 is this year on the 44th anniversary of Microsoft. And it just so happens to be 2/19 of 2019, right? Just think about that. 2/19 of 2019. A lot like 2/19/219. And his last name in gematria even equals 2/19. But that's the 50th day of the year. And the reason that sticks out so much is because his name, just the name Paul equals 50, but Paul Allen also equals 50, just like William Gates equals 50. This day that is 44 days before 4/4, it's also the 50th day of the year. And what's even more interesting, computers equals 50. Stephen Jobs, the guy from Apple, his name equals 50 in gematria. So Stephen Jobs 50, William Gates 50, Paul Allen 50, computers 50, all of these things that pretty much control the world. The 44th day of next year just so happens to be February 13th. I'll show you really quick. February 13th of 2019 here, to the date that Microsoft was founded. And this is the 44th day of the year. It just also so happens to be 50 days before 4-4. So it's a very 213 and 219 are very interesting days in regards to this guy. Possibly he'll die from cancer on one of these days. It's funny, even Apple in gematria equals 50. What are the odds of that, right? Stephen Jobs equals 50, Apple equals 50, computers equal 50, Paul Allen equals, or what is it? I don't remember. Paul Allen equals 50, William Gates equals 50, all these guys to do with computers, you know? It's crazy. The 44th day next year is 50 days before 4-4 on the 44th anniversary of Microsoft. If you read out Bill Gates, Bill Gates equals 57, and would you believe that Microsoft was founded 5 months and 7 days before his birth or after his birthday? Microsoft founded 5 months and 7 days after Bill Gates' birthday, and Bill Gates equals 57 in gematria. Even Stephen Paul Jobs in gematria equals 64, and he died 6 months and 4 days after Apple was founded. Apple was founded on 4-1. If you go from 4-1 to the day that he died, 10-5, just so happens to be 6 months and 4 days, and his full name equals 64 in gematria. You know, and what Apple's actually just called Apple Inc. If you look it up, the official name is Apple Inc. Oh, that equals 41 as well, and it was founded on 4-1. You know, Stephen Paul Jobs equals 64, and and he dies 66 months and 4 days after it was founded on 4-1. If you notice too, Bill Gates, it was 5 months and 7 days. We'll go from Bill Gates' birthday here, 10/28, to the anniversary of Microsoft being founded. It's 5 months, 7 days. Bill Gates equals 57. It's also 158 days, and his name William Gates III. That equals 158 even. So super synced up to him. His full name's William Henry Gates III. That equals 111, which is interesting because just the word computer equals 111. Internet equals 111. Microsoft was founded in New Mexico. That equals 111. So, just wanted to make a point. We got this story of the mainstream media for a reason. This guy has cancer. Cancer equals 44. It's just before the 44th anniversary of Microsoft on 4-4. Cancer also equals 118 in reverse, just like Microsoft. So I'll just point this out one more time. Microsoft, 118, and Cancer, 118 in reverse. So super synced up. Feel like a good day to watch for this guy to possibly die from cancer. The 44th day and the 50th day of next year, but we will see. Maybe we'll just get a story in regards to it. But it's a very interesting way it syncs all up with this guy. And he has a lot of 44 around him. 118 with cancer too. The word death equals 118 in Jewish. So, all of these interesting parallels. Hopefully that makes sense. It's another coded media story. So please just check out some links in the description if you're new. Learn to apply what I am talking about. It is literally every single day in our mainstream media. Our sports leagues are scripted this way. Our told history is all by this same code. So if you want to learn what you've been lied to about your whole entire life, you need to learn gematria. It is the simplest thing in the entire world. Let's do a quick example. All it is the alphabetical order. There's 26 letters. A is the first letter, B the second letter, C the third letter, all the way up to Z is 26, right? So 26, A. So an example would be my name is Dan. D, the fourth letter, A, the first letter, N, the 14th letter, and you add all of them up, you get 19. This one right here just reduces it to numerology. It's called Pythagorean gematria. Pythagoras, the, famous mathematician. But what you do is N is the 14th letter, so it becomes 1 plus 5, reduces to numerology. These other two are just the reverse of that, where Z is 1 and A equals 26. And it's important to ancient knowledge because of Hermeticism that, within Hermeticism they believe that everything is the same and everything is the opposite. That's why in Gematria God equals 55 and 10. And that's why in Gematria Satan equals 55 and 10. So much more with that, but just check out some other videos. Learn to apply this for yourself. You'll see how it happens every day in our mainstream media. And people get murdered by these numbers. That's why they have a song by the band Slipknot called Gematria, the killing name. That's why the Police have a song called Murder by Numbers. That's why when you die or when people die, there's a phrase that goes along with it that I guess his number was up. There's a reason for it. It's because of this system. So learn to apply it if you're new. Have a good one. Peace.